I'm selling Pokemon cards. How do I get it so I can have a cycle and just keeping them coming?
Would you still get cards graded at SGCs?
After the last year's football season, I grabbed a few rookies of players I thought that were down. Would you just hold and see how they do or sell right before the season?
Welcome to the Eric Michael Show, where we talk about business, sports cards, entrepreneurship. And you can call into that phone number below and I answer any of your guys' questions. I'm hooked up through this earpiece that's hooked up to a phone where I can talk to you guys. But I want to start this off with something that I think is of very high value. I'm just going to straight up tell you the top 10 baseball guys that I'm buying right now and exactly what to buy. And I'll show you an example of here in a second of who to buy. So while I'm speaking right now, it's late August. Okay. And if you're looking to make money with sports cards, it's a weird time. So, right. If you've listened to anything I ever say, I don't like to buy cards and hold them into the season. So football, I'm definitely not buying. I'll start buying football again in like maybe week 5 or week 6, something like that. So football's out of the question. Basketball is kind of like a lower end sport right now in terms of cards. I know the 12.9 million cards are sold, but a lot of the rookies aren't that great, or the second year guys. And if I'm buying cards to get graded or hold, it's kind of too late for that because the basketball season is coming up like early October. So you're kind of like pressing it a little bit. And then you have baseball. So right now I'm starting to get into buying baseball. Okay. And baseball is an interesting sport. So baseball is maybe, it might be the easiest money I make, not because it's anything to do with baseball, but because of the timing. So if you guys have ever, been in sports cards, or if you ever listened to what I've said, the way sports card goes is the market gets really hot right now, right? It's really hot. And then as we get closer to the holidays, it cools off because people are spending their money, on their family and gifts, etc. So the market always cools off. So like October, November, December are amazing times to buy. To sell, maybe it's not the best time to sell, but to buy, it's great because stuff is just low. It's just lower. So baseball is the sport I buy in October, November, December, and then I usually hold it into February or to January, February, March. I go and sell it. So we're getting into some of the best times to buy baseball. Right? And with baseball specifically, so the question you have to ask yourself, right? So with football, for example, if you're buying football cards in March, April, May, you're holding them, you're buying them to get graded, you're looking to sell them in August and, July, you're not asking yourself who's the best player, but you're asking yourself who's going to have the most hype, right? So someone who I thought would have a lot of hype in like March and April would be Jordan Love. Jordan Love, his stuff was down a lot. So if you're buying someone, right, and you're buying to hold it, you want their cards to be down. Okay, because something is only an opportunity when no one else sees it as an opportunity. Buying Jaden Daniels cards, Jaden Daniels is a great player and people love him, but his cards have actually went down slightly, a lot of them, as we've gotten closer to the season because it's already super hyped. So you want to buy the guys that are not hyped, buy the guys that nobody's expecting to go up. So let me show an example from, and I'll kind of pivot into into baseball, because I feel like sometimes people just understand football the most. All right, so check this out. Let's look at Jordan Love. I'm not even sure if his cards are up or not. I haven't looked in a little bit, but let me see something here. Yeah, okay. This is a what is it? Yep. That. Cool. All right, this is actually a great example. So if we go back, right, last year, start of the season, he was really hyped. His PSA. Whoops. His PSA 10 contenders was like $1,800. And he didn't have the best year, got injured, and it went down and down and down. And you could have bought this card right here, which I did, for like $1,000, in that range. And now, look what this same exact card sells for. The last sale at $1,526. This is a great buy right here. Because who the hell wants to buy Jordan Love in February and March after you just came off a subpar season? But if you just tell yourself, well, the Packers have a great coach. They have a lot of great young weapons. They're a national. I know they're in Green Bay, but they're one of the most recognized national teams. They're not like the Tampa Bay Bucks, where it's like they're kind of more of a local team. They're a national brand. It goes up, right? And there's no guarantees, of course, right? There's no financial guarantee. So with baseball, with football, the question I was asking myself with Jordan Love is not who is is he a great quarterback, but is he going to gain hype? Is it the right time to buy? Hopefully that makes sense. So with baseball, it's the same exact concept. I ask myself, who is, let me stop sharing my screen here. So I ask myself, who's going to gain the most hype, or who is going to have the highest chance of being called up for the first time? So that's important. So with baseball, right, Ohtani and Judge and, Jackson Churio and guys that have been in a little bit and they've been good for a while, they're more like a blue chip stock, right? They'll probably stay a little bit more stable. If you want to make good money and, no financial guarantees, this is just in my experience, what I've done is ask yourself, who can I buy right now that's young, prospect, double A or triple A, that has a high chance of being called up for the first time this upcoming spring? Those are the guys that go up a lot in value. Okay. So it's not who's a great player. And I'm going to give you guys a list of names of some possible guys, like some guys I'm looking to buy. This is not financial guarantee, no financial guarantees here. Number one, I'm just telling you who I'm buying. But number two, I'm not saying these guys are great players, but I'm saying I think, in my opinion, it's the right time to buy these guys because it's low. Nobody's buying these guys, and hopefully they'll go up in value because people will realize in January and February that they have a high chance of being called up, which will generate demand, which hype goes up, which means the prices go up. So here's a few of them. So Justin Crawford, he's the son of Carl Crawford, center fielder, Phillies, playing well. Bryce Eldridge, big first baseman, I think, for the San Francisco Giants. Lazaro Montes, Tamar Johnson, Harry Ford, Charlie Condon, Spencer Jones, Carter Jansen, Chase De La Torre, I think I'm pronouncing that right, and Tommy Troy. There's way more to this list, but these are just 10 guys that I'm personally looking to buy because I think they have a high chance of going up in value as the season gets closer. And to show you an example of this, so someone who I'm really high on out of all these guys, I like Justin Crawford a lot. Just because of his name, Phillies, big team. And another guy who I think is just a really good player is Mr. Here we go. You can see I just bought this card. Actually, I just paid for it a little bit ago. This card of Mr. Harry Ford. This gold Bowman Chrome. I guess I was the only one that bid on it. Wow. I would have paid up to like $1,400, $1,500 for it, but I ended up winning it for $1,000. And I'll explain to you why. So, look up Harry Ford stats. So Harry Ford was actually someone like really hyped, a lot of excitement as he when his cards came out like years ago. But if we look here, let's look here. Okay, so he's 22 years old, right? And this year he's hitting 289 with 16 homers in, I'm not sure if this is double A or triple A. First round pick. Right? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out he's probably going to be starting for the Mariners next year, right? He's already 22. He's crushing it in double or triple A. Now, the person in front of him, Cal Raleigh, is, obviously having a career year and he's really good. So maybe Harry Ford will play first base or maybe they'll switch. I'm not sure. But it's very obvious he's going to be called up, or he should at least, or have a very high chance of being called up this upcoming spring. And this specific card, so I paid $1,000. If you look at Harry Ford on Market Movers, so if you go to Harry Ford Bowman Chrome Auto Gold, so Harry Ford's actually an interesting guy. I don't know why, but they left out a lot of his parallels. So he doesn't have a blue, he doesn't have a refractor, I think. So his cards are a little bit more rare. They used to do that sometimes, probably on accident. I'm not sure why. But there's one sale of this card in the past 365 days. One sale did $600 all the way back in June, and this card was raw. So this card was not graded, okay? And if you look at his PSA 10s, so you could see they are, up and down. But back in June, which is right here, his PSA 10 was like 180. And the last sale today is 200, right? So it's just around what it was worth back then. So his value hasn't changed much according to this. And the most important thing is the last sale was raw. So if a raw sold at 600, you could say a PSA 10 is at least 1,400, 1,500 probably. which I was willing to pay $1,500 for this card. I guess I just got lucky. I think the guy kind of screwed up because he started the auction at $999, and never do that, because you're just like pushing people away, because people see it, they think it's high. You want to start it at 99 cents to get more bidders, more traction. An auction looks a lot more attractive to people if there's 20 bidders rather than none. I think I know what I'm doing, so that's why I bid on it. But I think I got a steal. Will I make money? We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. But I've started buying baseball cards like this, and I'm, no financial guarantees, obviously, but I'm very confident that I think I will make money. Other callers, Covey? No callers yet? We'll start to let the callers rip. Track phone's working. So if you have any questions, feel free to call into the phone number below. But hopefully, that helps you guys out a little bit in terms of like buying baseball. And then the other sport to buy, which is not a sport, is Pokemon. Pokemon's stable. It's pretty safe. The cards don't go up a lot or down a lot. They're a lot more stable. So yeah, hopefully that helps you guys out in terms of like what I'm looking to buy. I like to be as transparent as possible. But while I wait for some callers to come in, I might as well go and look for some cards, because you guys are going to give me some time. I mean, I will do that. So if you have any questions, feel free to call into the phone number below. But in the meantime, we'll look at cards and let's see what is available. So let's go to eBay, and someone I'm really high on is Justin Crawford. I think his stuff is pretty good. And if you're buying cards to hold already graded, you really should only be buying Bowman Chrome. I think anything outside of it, it doesn't appreciate a lot of the times the way you want it to. But let's see what's available. PSA 9 blue. This is original blue. Yes, it is, but this card's off-centered. You can see the left and the right. So that's the thing with some of these guys that are going to be called up, and there's a lot of excitement. Their cards are a year, 2, 3 years old, and because of that, they, a lot of their cards have been graded. So that's the challenge, which is why a lot of the time, I'd prefer to buy cards to grade, but I'll buy them as PSA 10s to hold. I have no problem doing that. Let's go to highest price first. Let's see. This is a sick card. It's Super Fractor. That's pretty sick. His gold. I wonder how fairly or unfairly priced this is. Let's look. Justin Crawford. Gold. Bowman Chrome. Oh, I spelled gold wrong. Let's see. Justin Crawford. The last one did $1,300. Yeah, so this guy's just overpriced. There was actually one on eBay for $1,300, and I offered on it, and the guy just took it off eBay. Maybe he realized it was underpriced or something. I'm not exactly sure. See this? His blue seems a little bit overpriced. I feel like his blue is probably worth like $300 to $400. Blue PSA 10. The last one did $358. Those last blue did $358. But let's see. Let's see if his stuff is worth more or less since then. So let's take a look. Let's pull up this graph. I'm using Market Movers if you don't know what that is. It's an app that lets you see graphs and charts and sales and all that stuff. So when the blue did $358, yeah, it's just about the same. Maybe he's worth a little bit less. So, I don't think this guy's going to accept my offer, but I'd probably pay up to $400 for this card, considering the last one at $358. And decline. Beautiful. Perfect. Offer on this. Offer with this guy. $300. And I can't pay because I have unpaid strikes. And yes, I have 1 or 2 unpaid strikes because, unfortunately, once in a while, or a few months ago, I bought a card or two and I forgot to go on eBay because I left the country, and that's what happens. I get in trouble for doing that, which I probably deserve to get in trouble, so that's okay. There's not much of Justin Crawford. What you could do also, this is a little hack I do. Only All will show you all the items across all the platforms. So if you type in like 2023, Bowman Chrome Auto Justin Crawford, this is showing me on everything. So if you go to like highest alt value, let's say, this is showing it to me on eBay, on auction sites, etc. So yeah, there's just not much. I'm only looking to buy the original bold colors or cards that get graded. And when I say original colors, I mean like blue, gold, orange, refractor, maybe even bases, but not much. Let's move over to let's look at Bryce Eldridge. Red Wave, gold. I think this is I've looked. This is terribly overpriced, I think. I've looked at this card before. Bryce Eldridge, Bowman, Chrome, Auto Gold. Let's see here. Last one at 30. Maybe not. Maybe it's not terrible. Last one at $3,300. One before that at $2,700. Maybe this isn't terrible. Maybe I was lying. Coming cheap. See, 2,500. See if Mr. Oh, okay. Went through stick. Let's see this other gold. Oh, this guy just has it at buy it now. Not gonna do that. This guy's a gold. Is that a regular gold? The scan looks weird, but this is a regular gold. I'll come in at 2,500. And let's just see if I can get a deal. I'd probably pay 3,000 for the card. Caller. All right, we got the first one. Let it rip. Hey, what's up? You have
Hello.
Eric. You're live.
Hey, Eric, this is Ivan from Los Angeles.
What's up, Ivan? How can I help?
I wanted to see if you can help me finding this card on I guess the pricing for it.
Sure.
It's a Jaden Daniels Midnight
Jaden
out of
Daniels.
20.
Say it one more time. Jaden Daniels. What?
Midnight out of 20.
What's the name of the product?
Tops.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, I have my screen shared here. Can you guys see this? Oh no, you guys can't see this. Okay, now I have. So tops Jaden Daniels Midnight out of 20.
Yes, I believe I saw something in there in the range of about 215.
Is it autographed or not autographed?
No, it's not an auto, but I got a PSA 10. The one I saw was raw.
Is there a patch on it?
No patch.
No patch. Make his voice a little bit higher. Okay, let me look here. Jaden Daniels. I'm trying to find it for you. Okay.
I guess I just want to see how much it is now that it's PSA 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna look. Is it? Is it? Is it? Are you looking at my screen?
Yeah, it's the one all the way to your right.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Yeah, because you're a little delayed. Okay, so Jaden Daniels, Tops Midnight. All right.
That one.
Got it. So what'd you pay for it?
I got in on it at about 100.
Yeah, you'll make some good money.
Yeah, just
on
about
it.
100.
Let me just look here. Let me just look at something. Let's see some other sales. Jaden Daniels Midnight out of 20. Yeah, so they sell for like 80 to 100. Let's see here. I don't think there's going to be any PSA 10s, but have you found any PSA 10 sales or no?
No, I haven't.
Let me see something. Let me see if I can find something to comp it. Jaden Daniels, Midnight, Moonfall. Let's see here. Okay, so I would say So this another kind of similar card. Yours is a little bit better in my opinion. You make about this was about 2x. I would say a PSA 10 is like 250 to 275
Okay.
in that range.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your help.
Yeah, cool. No worries. Good luck. Good luck with the sale.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right, bye.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? You have Eric. You're live.
Hey, what's going on? The question I have was basically I'm selling Pokemon cards and I'm getting that black bolt and white flare. So I'm collecting all like the lower SIRs that are like maybe $40, but when you grade them and
Yeah.
they get a 10, they're gonna be like $300.
Yep.
So my thing is, how do I mitigate the time from PSA? I'm using GameStop and it's 65 days. How do I get it so I can have a cycle of getting cards graded, sold, and just keeping them coming? Like, is it like a certain strategy to do it?
Yeah. What's your bankroll for buying cards? Is it like a few $1,000? Is it more? Is it less?
Yeah, I'm already about ran in
Yeah.
with
So
black ball and white flare.
well, number one, I would do it yourself. I would send in the cards to PSA yourself. Things always go, at least in my experience, slightly faster. You know, you don't know when GameStop's actually shipping these cards to PSA, right? No one's ever going to care about your cards as much as you. That's the first thing I would do.
Okay.
Secondly, if like it sounds like you have enough money to keep spending, so it shouldn't be taking 65 days. I think on the PSA website it says 45 days now. So it should be maybe like 60 days door to door, if I had to take a guess. And what you could do, the cards you're buying, what do PSA 9s get you?
Well, like I got Meloetta, so from $45, she gets like to like 80 to 90 in a 10.
Wait, give me an example. Give me an example of a card you're buying. I'm not the Pokemon expert, so I don't know all of them off the top of my head.
So Meloetta EX, it's one of the SIRs in the
How do you spell
Black
Mellow?
Bolt. Oh God, shit. MELOTTA, I guess.
PT. What's the numbering on it?
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Oh, Mellow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not correct. Yeah, Meloetta's EX 167.
167. Okay. So let me try to give you advice on like if this is a good card or not. Like if it's something I would buy. So here we go. So Meloetta. How do you pronounce that? Is it Meloetta?
Yep. That's all. I'm not a super Pokemon guy, so
Yeah, neither am I. I know a little bit, but not everything. Mellow. Let me just make sure. Meloetta.
that is the card. You just had it on the screen.
Yeah. I found it. OETTA. And then it's 167. Okay, so this card has so honestly, a PSA 9 is $76 roughly. Raw is like, what are you buying them raw at?
I got him for like 40. I got one for $36.
Pretty good.
Yeah. I paid $50 for one. It's like all over the place. I know I'm like that high, no $7.
Yeah, this is a great card. So 10 out of 13 of them that have been sent to PSA have gotten a 10.
I know. I looked all that. You got me hip to this. That's why I started looking at it.
Yeah. So what I would do is, you got two options. You could do what you're doing, and it might take a little bit longer to get back from grading, or you could use the $40 service, up it a little bit, and it'll get back much faster. Like I think the last $40 service I used, it was $20. So like you could do it with that card because if you buy it for $40 and you spend $40 to get it graded, if it gets a 9, you'll probably lose like $20 ish after fees and everything. Or if it gets a 10, you're still making, like 200 in profit, maybe even a little bit more. So If you want it back faster, it's just higher risk, higher reward. That's all it is. And I like risk, so I'm all up for it. But you could just use the $40 service. You could use it with that card.
So what do you feel about that strategy though, all overall though?
Oh, it's great.
Like going after those and then when the next one comes out, Mega Evolutions, I guess, I'll start hitting on those too. Because
Yeah, just be careful. The only thing I would say is if you look at this card. Oh, wait, let me share my screen again. Let me share my screen. So if you look at this card, where was it? Like when they first come out, they're worth more and then they drop in value. So now they've kind of stabilized at like 40 to 50 bucks depending on condition. But you want to probably steer clear for the first like 2 or 3 weeks and let them drop in value because you'll just catch yourself in a bad situation, especially if it doesn't get a PSA 10. That's also higher risk, higher reward, right? You could overspend for the raw card right in the beginning, and if you get one of the first PSA 10s back, you'll make a lot of money. But I would steer clear until you're like, very advanced. You've been doing this a while, and you're very comfortable with taking big risks. But that's the only thing I would say about it. And then the PSA 10s, they'll go down a little bit. At least this is what I see. They'll go down for like the next few months, like slowly, because more PSA 10s are coming into existence. Then it'll stabilize and even go back up a little bit. But it's much more stable than sports cards. There's not as much volatility, which is good and bad. But it's great strategy. Like that's a great card to buy. Honestly, it seems too good to be true, to be honest with you. But the stats don't lie.
yeah, that's what I was looking. I was like, yeah, you just opened my eyes to something crazy, and I feel like I sent Prism in like the sports card, and they just did torturous. Like I'm like, dude, I'm just sick of that. I'm just gonna stick to Pokemon. Pokemon get 10 way easier.
Yeah. Pokemon is easier. It's easier to make money just with sports cards. You go ride the volatility and like get cards graded, get 10s, and it'll appreciate a lot in value if you do it right. It's just give and take. It's just sports cards, kind of like higher risk, higher reward. Pokemon's easier because the cards are easier to grade a lot of the time. They're easier to look at, right? They obviously all look the same. So I tell all my students, 20% of your buys, man, should be Pokemon. Like that stuff is good.
All right, thank you. I appreciate your help.
Yeah, no problem. Good luck. Keep crushing.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye. That guy will make money. That's a great card to buy. You guys have questions? Feel free.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? You have Eric. You're live.
Just a couple quick questions on soccer cards, real quick.
Sure. What's your name?
My name's Aton. I think I messaged you on Instagram.
Cool. Yeah. To be transparent, I'm not the one that responds to my IG messages usually. So I may
Whoever
not.
runs it message me, but just want to ask quick questions on like 1 or 2 cards.
Go for it.
It's a rookie patch, Lucas Bergvall tie-dye out of 10.
Oh wait. Hold on. Let me share my screen. You go fast. I like you. You don't waste time. All right. What is it?
It's a rookie Lucas Bergvall patch tie-dye out of 10.
How do you spell it? How do you spell his name?
It's Lucus or AS actually.
Okay.
Bergvall.
Okay. And what card is it?
It's a tie-dye patch.
And
Rookie out of 10.
what's the product?
I think it's EPL Select.
Okay, I see it here. And what do you want me to tell you about it?
Just the price range.
So I'm not familiar with this player. I don't follow soccer too much, so let's see. I'll give you a rough range here. Oh, let's see. The premiere did $69, and this is probably like 80 to 100 in that range.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yep.
And then one more, if
Go.
you don't mind.
Yeah, no, let it rip. Go for it.
It's Dusan Valkovic.
Oh, you gotta spell that. For me.
Stained
Wait,
glass.
you gotta spell it.
Yeah, I got you. It's Kenan
Okay.
Yildiz.
Okay, I see it here. And what was it? It was a stained glass.
Yeah, it's 2024 Panini.
2024. What's the name of the
Syria.
Yeah. I don't. Are you sure it's stained glass? What's the? Is it numbered?
No, it's not. But I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not numbered, but I see it on my screen on eBay.
It says stained glass.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so a PSA 10 sold for. Let me look this up. Kenan. Let's see here. A PSA 10 sold for $400. So
Okay. Wow.
yeah, I don't know that it's a best offer, so that could be a little high, but that's what the data says.
Do you use 130 point or card ladder?
Card ladder usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for calling. No other ones? The queue is now empty. If you guys have questions, feel free to call into the phone number below, as I'm sure all you guys do. I see a bunch of questions in the chat. Love the content, love the stream. Thank you. Appreciate that. Carlos, what do you think of the Mets? Mark Vientos. He's a good player. I have a 2017 Bowman Chrome Blue Wave refractor. Should I hold or sell? Sell it. I'm always going to say no one is ever worth holding. You never know what's going to happen. I'm here to help you guys make predictable money. So my answer is sell it. What type of card should I be buying of those players? So those baseball guys I listed, if you're buying cards already graded to hold, in my opinion, the only cards I buy are their rookie Bowman Chrome autos. That's it. Unless you're buying it to grade. If you're buying stuff to grade, then you can go outside of that. But Bowman Chrome autos, in my experience, are the ones that appreciate the most. Topps Marvel's a moneymaker too. Yeah, Topps Marvel's crazy. Honestly, the market's just fucking crazy right now. It's just insane. So you missed the caller? Did one job. Unless he called and hung up and got nervous. I feel like sometimes these people get nervous.
Hello.
Hey, you got Eric, you're live.
Hey Eric, how's it going?
What's up, man?
It's going pretty. I have a question on this CJ Stroud zebra die cut.
You asked me about this, right? I think, or no?
No, I didn't.
You did not. Okay, go for it.
It's a PSA 10, and so I bought it at 1K and it started at 1,600, and obviously Stroud's down. So I thought it was like at the bottom.
Okay, wait.
No, it's not.
Is it 2023?
Yeah, it's a rookie.
All right, let me look this up. Is it so? It's a die cut select.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, it's
and it's a 10.
zebra. And
Zebra, yes.
you bought it already graded.
Yeah, off Facebook.
And when did you buy it?
I want to say February.
And what did you pay?
1K.
Okay. And your question to me is?
I guess just keep holding it till I get my money back. Or
No. It's a bad idea. So,
no.
for the future, I guess there's multiple things. One, sell it, take the loss. Odds are, I think it'll probably be worth the same. In like a few months if I had to take a guess. But most guys don't live up to their expectations. So I would sell it. It sucks. You'll have to lose like $400 or $500. Number two, for the future, what's your bankroll for buying cards? Is it like a few thousand? Is it like 10, 20,000? Is it less? Is it more?
Well, when I bought that card, I definitely spent too much money
Yeah. So
because I also bought. Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off, but if spending $1,000 is like a lot, which it's no worries. Never buy cards that are already graded to hold, because think about it. You spent $1,000 on the card, even if it went up to, let's say you hold it for 4 months and it goes up to $1,300, right? And you had to wait 4 months to do that. Ask yourself, could you have bought 10 cards worth $100 each and then make more than a few $100s in 4 months? I would hope so. If you follow anything I say,
definitely.
right? So there's something in life called opportunity cost. It's not, the goal is not to make money, but the goal is to make the most amount of money with the limited resources you have. That's called in business, we call that strategy. Other people call it opportunity cost. But even if it went up in value, I would say bad move, because you could do more with your money than that. And then number two, if you're buying cards already graded to hold, there's only few types of cards that really appreciate in value. So like, to show you an example, let me share my screen again. Let's see here. Okay. So if you go here, like, let's take a basic, like, I don't know, CJ Stroud Silver Prism PSA 10. So you could take this card, and then we could take this Zebra card as well. Zebra die cut Stroud. So if you look at both of these cards, right, and when you purchase this card for $1,000, a Silver Prism was $360. Today, a Silver Prism is $449, so it's went up 33% in value. But the Zebra is down. Why? Simply because the collector, or the person who's buying CJ Stroud to hold and thinks CJ Stroud is a great player, they don't want a Zebra die cut. They don't want Select. Select is kind of like a second tier product. To buy stuff already graded, in my experience, you have to buy like the premium stuff. Prism, Contenders, Optic, good colored stuff. That's the only stuff that really appreciates in value. So Stroud is not down. It's that the type of card you bought just doesn't have a lot of demand. That's all.
Yeah, so I'm
definitely what?
Definitely not going to give up.
No shot. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
And it sucks. I've been there. I've lost $30,000 on a card before, and I had to eat it. So it's just part of the game. There's a learning curve.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I just sent art, so.
Wait, you're cutting in and out a little bit.
Oh, is that better?
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, I just sent some cards in. So I'm on a better path now.
Yeah, dude. That's all, give and take. Like, I made the dumbest mistakes when I was first getting into sports cards. I shit you not. I've made mistakes before where, like, this was like early on, where I bought like a Bowman Chrome Gold Auto of a player for like $200, right? Or like $500, let's say. And I was super excited because I thought I got a great deal, but the one I bought was non-autographed and the comps I was looking at were autographed. So I've been at card shows, I've looked at wrong comps before. I've bought cards that I just thought were 10s, but they came in as 9s, and I just was too excited to read the damn label. I've made like what you made a more advanced mistake, like knowing the specific types of like cards to buy. I've just made stupid mistakes, when I first started. So
yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all I really had.
Cool.
Oh, I
Sweet.
appreciate it, man.
Yeah, hopefully I helped you out. Sorry if I bummed you out with saying you'll lose money, but it's in your best interest to just
No.
sell it, lose the money, take it, and start putting it into, something better.
Exactly.
Well, cool.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, call in the future. Let me know how it goes.
Will do.
All right, bye-bye. Hello from Australia. Australia is a place I've always wanted to go. It's a long flight, though, from the United States. I'm kind of sick and tired of flying, so. Any other callers? No other callers. If you guys have questions, call in from below. And let's see here. I see some questions in the chat, but I will cut these off if we have a caller that comes in. Do you think PSA is purposely trying to ruin SGC? Of course. Obviously, they're competitors. It's business. That one wants to make more money than the other. So ask yourself, is, Pepsi trying to get more sales than Coca-Cola? Of course. That's just business. So of course they're trying to ruin them. They want to put SGC out of business or buy SGC out, right? That's just business. It's no different than the Red Sox wanting to beat the Yankees. Same thing. So yeah. But that's actually, like, people think that's, like, messed up, but that's actually what drives business, because they're competing with each other and they're making each other better and better and better, which is better for people like us who are the consumers and the people that actually use these companies. This is up my alley. I'm watching. Thank you. Hello from South Korea. Hello. Show the spiders are huge. They are own. Would you still get cards graded at SGC? So the only time I do that is, the only time I don't do it, but the only time I tell people to do that is if, like, they're broke and they only have like a few $100s to spend. Because even though an SGC 10 is worth less than a PSA 10, you'll get it back much faster. And because you get it back much faster, you could turn over your money a lot quicker. So that's the only time I really use SGC, to be honest with you. Or if you buy a card and you get it in and you don't think it'll get a PSA 10, because SGC is a little bit easier in my experience. Other than that, no, PSA, at least for me, I'm always sending cards to PSA. So hopefully that helps. We can't get cards graded by PSA or SGC. The US is a new import tariff. So Australia Post has suspended all parcels to the US until they work out how to implement it. Well, that is shitty. Well, what you can do is, oh, we have a caller. Sorry. Gotta take the caller. Go for it.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, what's up? I hear you. What's your name?
Chris from Minnesota. I'm echoing again. I called the other day.
Oh, dude, I think you're the only person that echoes. I don't know if it's something with, I don't know what's happening.
So strange.
Yeah, maybe put an
I even
AirPod.
take you off my AirPods.
Yeah, maybe AirPods, take it off speaker. Maybe it is the AirPods, because there's a lot of Bluetooth going on on our end. There's like a phone hooked up to this thing that's hooked up to the computer, and it's all Bluetooth. So
I feel you. Hey, I had a couple quick things.
Yeah, go for it.
I think that person probably asked SGC versus PSA, but it's not quite Coke versus Pepsi, right? Competition, because they're both owned by Collectors Holdings now.
Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I don't know what their plan is. I think the person was more trying to get at, like, are different grading companies trying to ruin each other, which of course they are. Oh yeah, but if they're both owned by the same holding company, I don't know what their deal is. Maybe they're looking to make SGC more for, like, comics or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not sure what they're gonna do.
Right on. I had a quick question about kind of what you would do, because after the last year's football season, NFL season, I grabbed a few rookies of players I thought that were down. Trevor Lawrence,
Yep.
CJ Stroud,
Yep.
JJ McCarthy too.
Mm-hmm.
What's typical? Like, they're kind of rising up as the season starts. Would you just hold and see how they do, or sell right before the season? What's typical in the NFL season?
No. I would definitely not do that. So, well, what types of cards did you buy?
I got a Kaboom rookie, a downtown rookie, select field level, PSA 10 there, and a Tila. I don't know, just stuff like that.
Let's look. So, let's take a look here. So let's see. So let me share my screen. So let's take as an example your Trevor Lawrence select field level. So if we look at this card, you could have bought this card for like, what'd you pay for it?
Sorry, honestly, I don't even remember.
When did you buy it?
I'd have to look. It's the blue one.
Oh, the blue one. So the silver one, if you bought it in the off season, you could have got this card for like $200. And now it's worth $278. So it's went up. What is that? I can't do math here. It's like 40%, something like that. So I mean, a 40% return in a few months. It's pretty good. But you bought the blue one, so let me see if there's any sales on that one. The blue one is the number to 49.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so you probably paid around 300, and the last sale was 400. So it's a 30% return in a few months. I mean, you're never gonna beat that on Wall Street. So I would sell it now. Like, there's no point. You made your money. You proved it worked. So I would definitely sell it now. That's the type of stuff. Like when I buy a card already graded and hold it, like that's what I'm looking to make, like 20 to 30%. You know, hopefully I get lucky and make more. But yeah, you won. You made your money.
So I'm just curious, like, because I've never done something like this. So let's just hypothetically, if we're sticking with this card, what's the volatility once the season starts? Let's just hypothetically say he lights the world on fire, leads the league, yards, touchdowns. They're winning a ton of games. Like, what does it do? Is it? Well, you think it'll go up $200 or $1,000?
Yeah. So out of curiosity, did you buy that off my advice? Because I was saying to buy someone like that, to buy like T-Law months ago, or was it?
No.
Okay. No. I was just curious. But yeah. So the way it goes, so you have the new quarterbacks, right? Which is like Daniels and Nix, and the guys going to their sophomore year. It's very hard for those guys to go up in value because they're already hyped, right?
Sure.
So even if they play well, really well, it may not go up as much as you think. The guys that could skyrocket, there's always like one quarterback, maybe two every year that like skyrocket in value, like double or triple. And those are the guys that nobody is expecting. So the guys nobody's on right now. So who are some examples of that? Well, Trevor Lawrence is one. Tua Tagovailoa is another. Jordan Love, like guys that are not hyped right now. So Lawrence has the chance to do that. And I actually think, me personally, I'm not some fucking expert predictor here, but there's always one team that makes the playoffs every year that nobody expects. Last year was the Commanders.
Sure.
I think the Jaguars are going to win the division. So that happens.
I can see that.
If that happens and he goes off, I wouldn't be surprised if his stuff tripled. I'm in Minnesota, and last year that was Sam Darnold and the Vikes, man. Yeah, it's the same thing, right? No one was buying Darnold, and something is only an opportunity when no one else sees it as an opportunity. So like, if anyone were to go up in value, he could be one of the guys. But the reality is, most guys don't play like that. So you're my money making advice. If it was my money, I would just sell it. It's just a gamble, that's not in your favor. So that would be my advice to you.
All right. No, I'm just curious. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, cool. Good luck. Yeah, congrats on the profit. All right. Let's see here. So I was answering a question. Oh, yeah, this one. So what you could do when you buy a card and you're looking to get it graded, you could ship it directly to somebody in the US and then they could do it for you. So there's consignment services where you could, there's definitely solutions for people in Australia. You could definitely ship it to a consignment service in the US. That will then do everything for you. So yeah, let it rip. You got Eric, you're live.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man? What's your name?
Edwin.
Edwin, how can I help?
I called a couple months ago about a card.
Okay.
Damn, it's echoing bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people say there's an echo, but we could hear you clear, and I could.
All right, for sure. It was I called a couple months ago. It was Caleb Williams, Purple Fireworks out of 50.
Okay.
From Prism.
Yep.
I got it for like $300, and then like recent sales they sold for like $200.
Yep.
But I was just looking for a recent sale and it sold for like $650. So like I couldn't find any other sales besides that $650 one. Did that just like reset the market for that card?
Let me look. Purple. Let me try to help you out. So hold on 1 second. No, I doubt something like that went up that much in value. To be honest with you, it could be a fake sale. But if there's consistent sales, it's 200 to 300, then a random sale 650, like a card like that, but have no reason to go up that much.
Yeah.
So I would say it's fake. To be honest with you.
Okay, yeah, it's because I couldn't even find none of those 200 or 300 sales no more. That's the only sale I found now.
Yeah, because on eBay, after 3 months, sales disappear.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay.
You could try. I mean, you might be able to find someone that'll pay you that. But the card, in my opinion, is actually worth probably like 200 to 300.
Oh, for sure. And then I also had a Michael Penix out of 25 from Mosaic. It was what color was it? Purple.
Okay.
It's weird because there's another out of 25 from Mosaic. It's a white auto and it goes for 800, but actually it's a green one. It sold for like 400. Is it just a color that just like makes the price difference?
It's the variation. So you could have a Penix, like a Penix regular colored prism out of 25 is gonna sell for much more than some like insert kaleidoscope or whatever. Or like random like insert card. So yeah, even though they're out of 25, it's not the same type of card and doesn't have the same type of demand.
No, so yeah, those were the only 2 questions I had.
Oh, cool. Well, hopefully I helped you out. Good luck.
All right, thank you, man.
All right. Bye-bye.
Appreciate it.
All right. Any last minute questions? Let me just go through the chat. DC Sports is popular with Aussie. Yeah, DC Sports is pretty good. I know the owner. Laughed my ass off, bro. Just got dumped like an ugly date. I don't know what you're talking about, but that's kind of funny. Yeah, I don't know if you're talking about me. I'm not sure. Hopefully not. If you guys, Monday, Wednesday, 10 a.m., we go live. There's a free PDF below of the top 10 guys I'm personally buying right now in baseball. There's no gimmicks. There's nothing for sale. It's totally free. Just click the link below. We'll send it to you. Just give us your information so we can send it to you. I just want to help you guys make as much money as humanly possible. And like, comment, subscribe. Go grab that free PDF. I'll see you guys in the next one.